It was literally the worst work experience that I've had in my entire life. And I did work there for about a good 2 years, but if I could take it back, I most definitely would. So I decided to homeschool for a majority of my high school years, which gave me lots of free time. So instead of me being at home all day broke and bored, I decided to get a part-time job. Worst decision that I've made till this day. My nigga, I want to let you all know I should have just stayed poor. I should have been a menace to society. I should have started robbing niggas, all that. So basically, I got the job handed to me by my older sister, Bison Back. She was about to leave from Atlanta to go to another city for college. And her boss was going to need someone to take over her position while she was away. So she put in a good word for me. Then I went online to apply for the job. How would you interact with rude customers? A MFer could walk up to me and punch me dead in my face, and I'll still make sure that they get the quality sandwich that they deserved. I said that knowing dang well if a customer tried me, I was going to be considered a juvenile delinquent. But what you want to do is when you're applying for your jobs, give them niggas no reason not to hire you. And I guarantee you, you will get hired. And fast forward to the day of the interview, I get interviewed by the owner. And I knew off back, once my eye hit his aura, I knew he was a strange one. Like, I understand enjoying your job, but this little nigga was too happy. I was like, my nigga, sit your little happy ass down somewhere. He was like,
hello, I have come to interview you today. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I swear, it sounded like every sentence this nigga said, it sounded like he was singing. I'm like, nigga, are you remixing your words? And I let the intrusive thoughts win. I was like, bro, is this nigga singing? Why are his arms so hairy? What is this nigga even saying? Just nod and smile, just nod and smile. And now, as we all know, I got hired for the damn job. I was officially a sandwich artista. So once I got trained up well enough, I used to work night shift, which only consisted of one person on shift because that location was super slow later in the day. So literally every crackhead, every rude customer, every Karen had to deal with by myself. Mind you, I'm only 16 years old. I was the janitor, cashier, food person, nigga, every damn role belonged to me. But furthermore, we're gonna talk about the tuna and the nigga that owned the restaurant. Yeah, the one I was talking about before. So this particular restaurant was owned by this older couple. We're not gonna use their real names. We're gonna call them Stinkfinger and Lisa. Lisa wasn't too much of a problem, but that damn Stinkfinger was something else. But with the location being slow, like I said, I used to close by myself. But when I would be arriving at work, the day shift would be leaving. So Stinkfinger would be prepping all the meats and veggies. Bro, watching this nigga make the tuna was like watching a horror movie in the realest 4K quality that ever existed. The tuna used to come in what looked like military food storage bags. So you were supposed to open up one and open up a bag of mayo and mix them together in a large bowl. Cool, right? This nigga used to do it with his bare hands.
Whoa, what the hell?
No gloves, no nothing. This nigga violated every code in the book. And to add the cherry on top of this nasty ass Sunday of a story, this nigga arms was hairy as hell. Oh my god, why is this nigga knee deep in the tuna?
Ashley, come here, let me show you something. You really want to knee deep the tuna and mix it around and swirl it and get in there. You can never go too deep in the tuna. You can never go too deep in the tuna. Go deep in the tuna and mix the tuna around. Mix the tuna around. Don't use gloves. Don't use no spatula. Mix the tuna around. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. It was just so disgusting watching him make the tuna because he literally used to like smear it all around his arms, get all up in it, and then he would take his hand and scrape the excess tuna off his other arm and sling it back into the bowl. My dad used to pick me up like every night when I worked this, and he used to like the tuna because that was like his favorite sandwich from the restaurant. Whenever that man worked, I made sure he did not get a tuna sandwich because I'm like, ain't nobody about to get poisoned by this man hair. I ain't gonna lie, I low-key felt a little bad for the customers, but I wasn't finna say nothing because I needed my little few dollars an hour, plus my tips. If you watched my last video about then you know I have nothing positive to say about the place. Like I said before, I did work there for about a good 2 years, but if I could take it back, I most definitely would. If you haven't seen the previous video, I suggest you go watch it. In that video, I talked about the tuna and the guy that owned the restaurant. Today, we're going to be talking about the customers. Actually, we're going to be talking about this one customer in particular. This is the job, the time period of my life that traumatized me and turned me into the thug nasty menace that I am today. because I had to learn how to stand on my own. On several different occasions, I had to tell my coworkers to go get the gun. The that I worked at was downtown, and it was like half a block away from a train station. So if you're from a central part of town, you should know that this is bad. You're going to come in contact with every type of person, down from Jehovah's Witnesses, rockheads, gang members, businessmen, so-called magicians, and so forth. One day I was working the opening shift, so it was 3 people on shift that day. It was me and it was 2 of my bosses. And this crazy lady comes in and she's just talking to herself. Man, what the I don't get paid enough for Why, God? Why this nigga gotta come in here when I'm in here? Just don't make eye contact. Just don't look at me. Anyway, she was homeless. You know what? Before y'all call me a bad person for telling the story about a homeless person, I just want to let y'all know she blatantly disrespected me for no reason on multiple occasions. Like I was saying, she was homeless. So when she came in, she had this big cart just full of her stuff, and she placed it right where the line started in front of the drink machine. And then she literally walks to the register where I was, and she just stares at me for like 45 seconds straight. So I'm in the middle of a subway having a stare down with a rockhead at like 11 a.m. in the morning. At that time, it was only about 2 customers sitting at the tables eating, and there was no one in the line. She was the only one standing up there, so no one really said anything about the car or paid it too much attention, because obviously we know that she's homeless and it's not really busy. This lady still did not order any food, and eventually we get 2 customers that walk in together. So my boss asked me to ask the lady to move her cart so that the 2 women that walked in could order their food. Man, now why the Lisa old want me to talk to her? I'm not finna fight no crackhead over no cart. This job ain't worth it. Like, what the? How am I gonna fight a crackhead? Like, I might accidentally get jabbed by one of her baby powder needles. Like, nigga, this is not worth it. Hell no. So my boss looked a little scared, so I went up to the lady. I knew shorty was crazy off back, so I tried to, when I asked her, I literally tried to be as polite as possible. I put my Riz effect on 50, and I asked her what I needed to ask her. Hello, you beautiful, lovely creature. How lovely would it be if you may please move your cart out of this area to the designated parking space beside the chip rack where you would be in no one's way. Thank you. I don't know what I said wrong, but I most definitely triggered her. As soon as I got the last few words out of my mouth, this rockhead loses her Move my cart? You want me to move my cart? You want me to move my mother cart? I done set this off. I done set this nigga off. You know what, ma'am? You know what? You're good. Don't even worry about it. It can stay there. They're fine. You're good. Don't even worry about it. No, nigga. You said you want me to move my You want me to move my The entire building broke out into complete silence. And everyone was just looking at us. She said, and I'll quote, "I'll set this off in an instant with your little ugly self, with your pink lips. That's why your lips pink. With your pink lips." I know Lisa was scared because Lisa had a look of terror on her face. Who, if you watch my last video, you'll know exactly who Lisa is. So my other boss, who was the manager of the store, came out of the back and she was like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to quiet down inside, be respectful, or you're gonna have to leave." That turned that lady up even more. Yeah, y'all just don't know who I am. I'll sue. I got a lawyer. You know what? I'm calling the police. I'm calling them, goddammit. I'm calling the police. Bro, why she gotta call the police? Like, she know we the same color. She know it's not safe for us. What the is she calling the popo for? In an instant of getting 911 on the phone, her entire mood switches. 911, what is your emergency? Hello, ma'am. I'm at the subway southwest north of your station, and I'm being attacked by the workers. And the one with the pink lips, she has it out for me, goddammit. She has it out for me. Yeah, sure. And where did you say the location was again so I can send someone out? Oh, I forgot to tell you. How silly of me. I'm a little old white woman. Chief, we've got a little old white woman being attacked by a mob north-southeast of the station. The victim is a little old white woman. I repeat, the victim is a little old white woman. We need the Jets and the German Shepherds. I repeat, once again, we need the Jets and the German Shepherds. Anyway, as soon as the police pull up, they knew damn well off back she belonged to nigga lineage. And they knew she was crazy. Ma'am, what happened here? I walked in and they all were just disrespecting me. All of them. They telling me to move my shit. And they just disrespecting me. They just don't know who I am. I'll sue them. I'll sue them. Ma'am, unfortunately, you can't just call the police because you feel disrespected. Well, I need a different police officer. I need a different police officer. Get me a different troop out here right now. Get me somebody else out here right now. This crazy lady literally starts demanding a new police officer because the police officers that pulled up were not taking her side. While all this is going on, I'm literally standing behind the register like I have not moved this entire time, and I got the biggest grin on my face. Like my nigga, my smile literally hit the bottom of my eyelid on both sides. Like, I thought that shit was so funny because the freaking police are out here really trying to reason with a real life rockhead. Like a real life rockhead, a baby powder guzzler. Anyway, the police end up just escorting her and her cart off the property back outside. And I'll be waiting for you, Miss Pink Lips, with your little ugly self. When you get off at 9 o'clock, I'll be waiting for you. Till this day, that is literally one of my most favorite customer stories from working at. I literally will crack up to it till this day.